The trail of billions of dollars, how Nigerians' billions in stolen crude were traced beyond its shores. Welcome once again to Update on Crude Oil Theft. Crude Oil Theft Update is powered by the Senate Haddock Committee on Citizen Crude Oil Theft. I am Osaze Ofo Polo. In 2017, Honorable Eyozuwa Johnson Agboanyema, former federal lawmaker and a fierce anti-corruption crusader, unearthed what would become one of Nigeria's most significant economic scandals, a vast network of undeclared crude oil exports that siphoned billions of dollars from the country between 2011 to 2014. Sometimes, just to get the right information is like digging through concrete, Agboanyema admitted as he recounted the resistance, denial, and bureaucratic bottlenecks that he faced. But despite the obstacles, his push for a formal investigation gained traction, focusing solely on the period under former President Goodluck Jonathan. Surprisingly, it was President Jonathan himself who insisted that the probe concentrates exclusively on his administration, he said. "Don't investigate past governments, start and end with mine," Agboanyema revealed. The investigation that took roots with the help of a key figure in the Niger Delta, Chief Government Ekpemu Polo, widely known as Tom Polo. Contrary to public perception that the militant group were solely responsible for oil theft, Tom Polo alleged that the theft ran far deeper, involving a powerful cabal of highly placed Nigerians working with international oil companies. He urged the president to commission a full-scale probe. President Jonathan responded by directing NIMASA, that is Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, to engage Molecular Power System, a Nigerian firm which then collaborated with the US-based Lumos Group to carry out a forensic investigation into movement of Nigerian crude oil to global destinations. The revelations were jaw-dropping. The investigation confirmed that over 17 billion worth of Nigerian crude oil was shipped to United States alone without proper declaration or remittance. The team traced crude oil exports to 41 countries, revealing massive volumes shipped through Nigeria's waterways without accountability. Some of the reported figures include the United Kingdom received 54,781,250 barrels. South Africa received 54,255,156 barrels. Brazil received 52,693,750 barrels. Ivory Coast received 48,637,499 barrels. Indonesia received 41,788,250 barrels. Canada received 40,154,322 barrels. Germany received 26,508,915 barrels. Sweden received 22,445,050 barrels. Australia received 21,423,826 barrels. Cameroon received 18,490,500 barrels. Peru received 18,434,500 barrels. China received 15,903,750 barrels. Ghana received 13,333,832 barrels. Senegal received 13,380,500 barrels. Uruguay received 8,738,250 barrels. Togo received 8,738,000 barrels. Portugal received 8,506,500 barrels. Yet NNPC, now NNPCL, could not account for these funds. Can billions of dollars vanish into thin air? This is the question on the lips of Nigerians. NNPC could not explain, could not provide data. Lumos conducted a very fantastic job using satellite surveillance, port records, and international shipping data to expose the full scope of theft. However, just when justice seems within reach, the systems faltered. The Nigeria Legal Council, appointed to work alongside the international legal team, allegedly compromised the process, colluding with the same IOCs under investigation. Alarmed, Anthony Stanley Jerome, the US lead counsel for Lumos, declared that the only way to recover the stolen wealth was to move the litigation to United States. Citing a lack of trust in the Nigerian legal system, he said plainly that if we leave this in Nigeria, nothing will come out of it.
If we want to move forward and we want to get results, we need to start in the United States, because we can get the information from the buyers of the oil that we need to trace it back to the sellers of the oil, and we can follow the money from the sellers to the big banks in New York, who then wired the money to Nigeria. We can find out who they were dealing with and where the money went. There's a lot of money that's been taken from the people of Nigeria, and they deserve to get it back.
Now, years later, the fight is far from over. In fact, it has found a new life. The Nigerian Senate, under the leadership of Senate President Godswill Akpabio, has reopened the case with a renewed commitment to recover the stolen wealth. The Senate is poised with what was started nearly a decade ago. At the forefront of this renewed effort is Senator Ned Nwoko, chairman of the Senate Ad Hoc Committee on incessant crude oil theft. Senator Ned Nwoko has vowed to ensure the investigation is followed through a logical conclusion. There must be an end to crude oil theft and economic sabotage, he declared, emphasizing that those responsible, both local and foreign, will be held accountable. The trail of Nigerian stolen black gold stretches across continents, including shadowy deeds, systematic betrayals, and international complicity. But for lawmakers like Agbayema and now Senator Ned Nwoko, the mission is clear: recover billions, expose the culprits, and restore justice to a plundered nation. Whether Nigeria will finally reclaim what was lost remains to be seen, but the fight has resumed and the spotlight is back on. Thank you so very much for staying tuned. Until I come your way again, I remain Osaze Ofo Polo.